Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the forexpeacearmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit forexpeacearmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody to the technical analysis of the forex market from the forexpeacearmy.com. We'll continue to talk about the currency of Euro Union and start as usual from the daily time frame. Well, yesterday we said that probably market now in the way on its retracement to the downside, and our ultimate target for this pattern that we have discussed yesterday, is a nice bearish engulfing pattern, is the length of the bars, and approximately this area, the target of this pattern coincides with the 618 support from this pressing swing up and the weekly pivot support point around 141 area. Meantime, also we have discussed that around 142.45 area stands rather strong area of support, because this is weekly pivot point and 4-hour confluence support, daily confluence support that could hold market and lead them to some retracement to the upside. Now you can see on the daily time frame that market has hit that area today and now stands right at the weekly pivot point. Well, so our primary task for current trading session is watch will market will show some pullback to the upside that will allow us to enter on the short side of the market or not. Well, this could happen, this could not, because today will be the release of the important macro data. This will be the gross domestic product release for the second quarter. Well, also today is the last day for the discussion of the debt ceiling in the United States. This could be really volatile and choppy price action, especially on the United States. Session will be opened a bit later, so be careful today. Control your risk. Probably if you have already some profitable position, if you entered 2 days ago, as we discussed, somewhere near the highs, probably it's make things to tight stops, or even to apply some partial closing of your existing positions. Also take a look, although the trend remains bullish, market stands above this red line MACD predictor. As next day passed, market is closer and closer to this red line, so probably very often market price action will meet the crossing of the lines on the MACD predictor. It could shift trend to the bearish side. This will be very important moments very often, because it could lead to some stop grabbers or something. Some patterns could appear, but this is a bit extended moment. I think that we will discuss it already on next week. Well, on the 4-hour time frame, we see our pattern, this potential head and shoulders. Well, this is not the right shoulder, because on the head and shoulders patterns I prefer to see some harmony in the pattern in time, in the terms of the time frame that is passed through the from the forming of the from the head to the shoulder, from the head to the shoulder. So something somewhere around current trading session market should show some retracement in terms of the time that has passed on forming of the left shoulder. So we can see the time from the left shoulder to the head. If we count it from the head to the right shoulder, well, it coincides with today's trading session. So market, if it really will be the head and shoulders, should respect that area of support, show some pullback, and form the right shoulder of this pattern. If market will accelerate to the downside, this will not be quite the head and shoulders, because this is not the 618 retracement to the head, and the right shoulder is not the 1618 head will not be 1618 extension from the right shoulder. But I prefer to see and call the head and shoulders as rather harmonic pattern. So now you can see that market is struggling with the weekly pivot point and double confluence support from, first of all, this confluence support 142.45, 142.67. From another point of view, this is 141.89, 142.45. So this is also the confluence support on the 4-hour time frame. Our 4-hour trend is still bearish. On the hourly time frame, what do we see? This is very important because market could show some continuation to the downside a bit. I think that's for 50 pips, somewhere around 50 pips market could show more to the downside, and then will show retracement or will not. It's very important because take a look at this pattern. A, B, C top, market hit 618, retracement 100% stands 141.87, makes an agreement with that area of support 141.89. It's very close to that area. Okay. Now look at this recent ABC. A, B, C. Market hit now 618 extension, 100% stands at the same area 141.98. It's right here. Also take a look that 127 extension from this low to that high from this retracement swing stands precisely at the same area 142.04. So if this will turn to the butterfly buy pattern, this will be the pattern that we could follow if you scalp traded to the retracement to the upside. As you can see, for the purpose that it will appear as the head and shoulders, market should show retracement somewhere to 144 area, because this is 618 resistance from the head to the low. Okay, and if market will reach it, then the right shoulder will be precisely 1618 to the head. So that's logical in the terms of the head and shoulders patterns. Anyway, just below the market in the area of confluence support and weekly pivot point, there are a lot of different targets from the hourly time frame, and I suppose that market could accelerate to the downside or will show the wash and rinse of this low somewhere, fast move and return back. Well, that could be the reaching of this target and then turn to retracement. If this will happen, then probably if this is really the head and shoulders pattern, market should show retracement to the 144. This will be absolutely logical. If market will accelerate to the downside and will break this strong area of support that we have discussed also yesterday, then probably market will accelerate right to the 141 area, to the target of this pattern bearish engulfing on the daily time frame, right to the weekly pivot support 1 and to the 618 support on the daily time frame 140.80. So that's current view on the situation on the market and what we should be aware of, what we should focus on. First, look at that area, and particularly on the reaching of that area around 141.80, 142, because a lot of different targets on the hourly time frame stands precisely inside the 4-hour confluence support area. When the market will hit it, watch this will be some bullish patterns, maybe this 3-drive buy, maybe, or maybe it will be the butterfly buy or something, some bullish patterns, and if they will appear, maybe this will be the head and shoulders, okay, reversal some patterns or something. The market will fast return above the weekly pivot point, then probably we can count on some retracement to the 144. If market will break it to the downside, then probably market will directly accelerate to the ultimate target of this pattern on the daily time frame to the 141 area.